The title of today's Dhamma talk, Life is Uncertain, Live Wisely, by Venerable Sumangala Bhikkhuni.
As all of us know, when they're born, then aging, sickness, death will come. Is it true? Yes. But although we know, but still very difficult to understand. Right? So why we say life is uncertain, death is certain? Have you heard that people die even in the womb? Yes, right? People who are born one day die? Yes. Some 2 months, some 1 year, some 10 years, some 20 years, yeah? Some 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 80 years, 90 years, 100. Right? So we know that death can come any time. But again, we ask ourselves, do we really understand it? When we're happy, we don't even think about it. It's when we're suffering, then we start to think what life is all about. Right? So the uncertainty is always there. Any time, death may come. Any time. But when we have the time, do we reflect on that? So one day King Pasenadi was asking the Buddha, I said, Lord, is there anyone in the world, when they're born, they don't die? The Buddha's answer is, even Katyas means those warriors group. Whether they are rich, they still have to die one day. Even the Arahants, the Buddha said, who have actually overcome all the factors of existence, they have laid down all the burden. They have done what have to be done. But this body still have to be laid down. Means there's no escape. When there's a birth, there's a death of the body. The only thing is, of course, after that, for Arahants, there's no more rebirth. For normal people, worldlings, they continue. So, again, when there's birth, there will be another death.
每个人生下来都会要面对老病死，可是有一些人他会胎死腹中，还没有生出来就要死亡了。有一些生出来可能1天、1个月，甚至是1年、2年等等就死亡了。所以虽然是未必会面对老病，可是还是会死亡的。所以每一个生命生出来都要面对死亡。
There's one time also the Buddha mentioned to King Pasenadi. So there's one time when people die, when they do bad things, when they go to hell, like say when the King Yama questioned them, then the warden who bring these beings take rebirth in hell and present them to the King Yama and say, this man, in his life, he's disrespectful of parents. He did all evil deeds. And King Yama, please do what is necessary to him. When King Yama asked this man, means this person who's taking rebirth, don't you think that the first divine messenger that comes to you, did you see them? Then that man said, I did not. Then King Yama asked the person again, don't you see men or women, very old, very feeble, with leg blotched, with teeth broken, white hair, and very frail? I say, I did see. But don't it occur to you that I too is subject to old age. I too will one day become frail, feeble, weak, with white hair, broken teeth, and age. Then the man said, I did not, Lord. I was negligent. So King Yama said, since you're negligent, so what are the fruits that comes to you is befitting you. Right? So this is the first divine messenger. Aging is a divine messenger. It's not just aging. Yeah. Then again, King Yama questioned and examined this person. Again, King Yama asked him, don't you see the second divine messenger? Then the man said, I did not, Lord. Then he said, don't you see that people are very sick, in pain, suffering, groaning? He said, I did see. Then King Yama said, don't you ever think of, I too will fall ill and will suffer, will be in pain, will lament, and suffer. I said, no, Lord, I was negligent. Then Lord Yama said, so whatever evil that you have done, it will befit you, due to your own negligence. Whatever resultants, you will have to bear. And third, again, King Yama questioned this man. Don't you see the third divine messenger that comes to you? Then the man said, I did not, Lord. Then he said, don't you see that people die? The body break up, swollen, fester? He said, I did see. But didn't it occur to you that one day you reflect that I too will become like that? Die, the body break up, swollen, fester. He said, I did not, Lord. I was negligent. Then King Yama said, then whatever evil deeds that you have done, it will befit you of the fruition due to your own negligence. So you have to bear that. So when a person is faced with death, or with suffering, or with aging, then at times we wonder, what is life all about? Right? The Buddha mentioned, this three divine messenger is always there to tell us, hey, do good. Do something for your own protections, for your own well-being, for you to continue to accumulate good deeds by thought, speech, and action. So you too one day will be able to develop the path of your life to ultimately one day to be free from the cycle of samsara. The Buddha equate samsara, the journey of samsara, with this simile. He said, if you want to know what samsara is all about, you can see how long samsara is. Imagine there's a 7-kilometer big rock. The height is 7 kilometers. The width is 7 kilometers. The length is 7 kilometers. And you take a very fine cloth, and 100 years, one time you just wipe it. How long do you think that rock will be worn off?
有一部经典说，有一个年轻人，他死亡了，那么就被带到这个阎魔王的面前，被审判。那么这个年轻人有点不服气，因为这个他被审判说他不孝敬父母，做了很多恶事，所以必须被惩罚。那么这个阎魔王就问这个年轻人说：我曾经派了一个使者， 一位使者到你面前提示你，你知道他吗？年轻人说，我不知道有这个使者出现在我的面前呢。那么这阎魔王就说，你有没有看过一个老人家，头发呢已经白完了，牙齿呢很疏落的面皮手上的皮都皱完了，那么那个背呢是驼着背的，你有没有看过这样的老人家呢？那么这个年轻人说，有的，我有看过。哎呀，我不知道这是你派来的使者，是我的叔父。那么这个阎魔王说，因为你的疏忽，你的放逸，你不知道有一天你也会老，所以你做错了很多的事情，做了很多的恶事。那么我也派了第二个使者给你。那么这个第二个使者呢是个病人，病得很严重的病人，他在那边很辛苦很痛苦，不断的说病得很苦很痛不想活了。有没有看过这样的病人呢？我有看过这样的病人，可是是我的疏忽我不晓得这是你派来的使者。那么阎魔王说，因为你的放逸，你的疏忽你不知道有一天你也会病所以你做错了很多的事情，很多的恶业，所以你必须承受这些恶业。那么我也派了第三个使者，这第三个使者呢是个死人你有看过这样的一个死人吗？身体已经僵硬了，不会动了，而且慢慢的会腐败腐烂。那么这个年轻人说，哎呀，我有看过这个死人可是我没有想到这是你派来的第三个使者，这是我的疏忽。那么阎魔王也就说，因为你的疏忽，你的放逸，所以做了很多的恶事，很多的恶业，你必须承受你所做的这些恶业的果报。那么问题是我们师父就问说，我们有没有这样的反省自己呢？有一天我也会这样的生病也会这样的衰老而死亡呢？
So just now I was talking about the samsara. So the message that the Buddha also tried to convey, the simile that he gave, actually are many. But like I said, one of them is to tell us the journey on samsara, the Buddha said, is beginningless, undiscoverable. So the simile is, just like I said, a big one-piece rock that is 7 kilometers long and width and the height. And if 101 time you were to use a very fine cloth and you just rub on the top, how long would it take to discover samsara?
有这样子的一个比喻说，有一块大石头，有7公里长，7公里阔，7公里高。那么每100年一次我们某一个人拿了一块纱布去抹这个石头，100年一次。那么要多久这个石头才会抹到没有不见了呢？
So this is where that we have to always understand and reflect. And also, one day King Pasenadi was asking the Buddha about life, and the Buddha asked King Pasenadi, he said, King, if one day there's great perils that come, like a mountain, crushing on the people, maybe most likely is calamities or earthquake or whatever, a mountain crushing on human beings. They say, to be born, of course, human birth is very rare. And but what will you do if this thing happened to you now?
有一个比喻，就是说佛陀对帕舍那帝国王说，就好像有一块大山突然间斩压下来，那么如果你是被斩压的那个对象，你会怎么做呢？
So King Pasenadi said, if that happened, I think I should live by the Dhamma and do more meritorious deeds in terms of thought, speech, and action.
那么国王说，如果是那个大山突然间要斩压下来，我将会死亡。赶快的，我必须修学佛法尽量的做出善事。
So now again we come back to the same question. Life is uncertain. Death is certain. So if death were to come tomorrow, what will you do?
那么生命是无常的，是不肯定的，死亡是肯定的。那么如果是你的话，你会怎么做呢？
I just like to share with you. In my own life, I've seen many cases what it means by life is uncertain. When I was young, my own cousin brother died at the age of 10. Yeah, and I still remember my uncle could not take it because he has fever for 5 days, and after that he died.
法师分享他本身面对的几次死亡的经验。那其中一项是他本身自己的 cousin， 也就是表兄弟还是堂兄弟，在发烧了5天过后就死亡了。那时候才10岁，他的叔叔还是伯伯不能够接受这个事实。
And when I was 26, my own friends, they were studying in UK, taking master, and we got the news that he got cancer, and 6 months later he passed away.
那么有一位朋友在他26岁的时候，在英国求学，读着这个硕士课程，那么得到了这个癌症，在6个月之后就去世了。
I still remember when I received that news, I contemplated for 3 days why people have to die so young.
那么他知道了这个消息之后，法师觉得很可惜，他想了3天。为什么一个人在这么年轻的时候会死亡呢？
And then, when I was working, dealing directly with death, I have a colleague who is 45 years old, who stayed with me. And her case is also very sudden. We were working, and 7 days before Chinese New Year, and suddenly she has a little bit of flu. And she went to see the doctor. And the doctor gave her an MC. And as a housemaid, we prepare everything for her, telling her to rest and take MC. She was a very good worker. She never take MC. Every day, she is the first one to reach the office and the last one to leave.
有一位法师的同事，以前工作的同事，45岁。那么有一天，这位同事突然间有些伤风的症状，那么去拿了这个病假。这位同事呢是从来不拿病假的。
So I remember very clearly, and so the next day we went to work and we prepared everything for her, medicine, porridge, and everything. I just told her what you need to do is today just rest, take your meal, take your medicine, and rest. So I remember by the time about 5 something, she gave a call to my another colleague. We have 4 of us staying in the same company house. And so she said she wants to see our panel doctor again. So she picked her up and sent to see the doctor again.
那么这位同事呢，从来不拿病假，而且是非常勤奋工作的。早上第一个是他来上班，最后一个走的也是他。那么当天拿了病假过后，下午5点，他打了个电话给另外一位同事，有4位同事是居住在同一间屋子的。那么他打电话给另外同事说，他必须再去见医生一下。
So my colleague sent her to the panel doctor, and she was telling the doctor that she's having nausea, feeling like vomiting. So she asked the doctor to give her a jab. And the doctor gave her a jab, and she returned. And that night, I still remember because it's very near to Chinese New Year. So we worked very late. And as I came back, she told me she feels very uneasy, breathless.
那么这位同事载了这个生病的同事去见了医生过后，生病的这个病者说他想着要呕吐的样子，所以要求医生给他打针。那么打了针之后就回家了。那么因为是靠近新年的期间，所以非常的忙碌。
So I helped her to actually rub her stomach. But I remember when I rubbed her stomach, I hear the sound of like water retention, And she told me not to rub hard. But actually I was very light. I massaged her. And then after that, about 1 something at midnight. So I told her, I said, you take a rest. I said, maybe tomorrow we go to see the doctor. And I said, if there's anything, because my room is just next to her. So I remember 4 a.m. she woke up again and feel like vomiting. I took a pill for her, but nothing come up.
那么因为4年期间非常的忙碌，所以回来的时候也是很迟了。那么法师去见了这位生病的同事，那么帮他拿这个药油来帮他massage 他的肚部。那么觉得这个肚部呢有一些水肿的样子，那么同事要求他说不要擦得太大力，可是其实他是很轻微的去抚摸它。那么在半夜的时候，这位同事起来了一次，那么4点钟的时候又起来了一次，想要呕吐。那么法师就拿了一个水桶给他装这个呕吐的东西。
Then after that, because nothing come up, I also cannot be waiting there. So I told her, I said, you just take a rest again. I said, tomorrow morning, early morning, I will send you to the specialist. And so we rested. And early in the morning, I woke up at 7 something. And then I sent her to the hospital. And in the hospital, when the doctor actually examined her, they recommended to be warded. The day before, her pressure was very high. The next day, when I sent her to hospital, the pressure was low. And so the doctor advised her to be admitted into the hospital. And so I admitted her into the hospital. And because I still have something to do in the office, I told her I'll be back. But meantime, I asked the nurse, I said, because she is breathless, please give her oxygen. And I still remember before I depart from the hospital, she told me that she's very cold. So I get extra blanket for her. And then she said she's very thirsty. I also get some water for her. And then she said, this chest is very uneasy. So she requests for another pillow. So I also get another pillow for her. Then I told her, nurse has come and please let her know that you need oxygen because she has asthma.
那么早上4点他起来过后，因为要呕吐，可是又呕吐不出来东西，那么法师就告诉这位同事说，等下早上的时候再带你去医院看专科。那么7点多的时候就把他再去了医院去看专科。那么到了医院，这位同事说他的胸部非常的不舒服，很难呼吸。那么法师就要求这个验方给他这个氧气，然后呢要喝水口渴，那么给他水喝。
So I went back to my office, get my things done. Halfway, maybe about 10 something, the hospital called up. I said, who are you to her? I said, it's my colleague. I sent her to the hospital. I said, so they request me to go to the hospital. I said, for what reason? I said, we have transferred her to ICU. I said, for what? I said, she got heart problem. I said, I didn't hear that she has heart problems. She only has chest problems. She feel like vomiting. And because earlier she has asthma before, we thought breathlessness is related to the asthma. And she feel like vomiting because she has gastric before. I thought a lot of wind. Yeah. And then but I just told my another colleague, I said, I'm going to the hospital to attend to her. And when I reached the hospital, the doctor came out from the ICU. I met him. And I asked him what happened to my colleague. The answer that the doctor say is he got, they call it cardiomyocytes. And the doctor told me, I doubt your friend can last 24 hours. So when the doctor said this to me, I was like, in a way that, don't know true or not, simply say in my heart, how can he tell the time? Yeah, is it, I don't know whether your friend can last 24 hours. So, but in any way, I went in, I saw her. She still can talk. He told me, Mesong, the doctor say it's very serious. I said, don't worry, they are now attending to you. Just take good rest. Yeah. And then I actually went out and I started calling my friends and my boss to tell them what is happening there. But I still couldn't reconcile. the idea of she couldn't last for 24 hours.
大约10点多，法师已经回到公司上班了。那么医院就打了个电话给他，那么就告诉他说，这个病人呢，情况紧急，必须进入这个 ICU 的病房。那么法师就到医院去，就询问了这个医生为什么会要送到这个 ICU 紧急进房呢？那么医生说，这个病人有这个心脏的问题，可能活不过24个小时。
So after I called, I went in again. I see her. She was resting. When I came up, again I couldn't bear the idea that she will be gone very soon. So I start crying. And after crying for a while, I told myself, no, I should not be crying here. And, and so I went in. And by this time, I see doctors are rushing in. Nurses are rushing in. So I went in also. And the doctor are trying to do something. And she was struggling. Yeah. And I still remember I went to her. And I started rubbing her chest. I said, relax. I said, the doctor are attending to you. But as I was rubbing her chest, I saw her eyeball going up. So I have in my mind, it's the end. So I just quickly go to her ear. I said, because she's a Chinese educator. So I said, quickly nian, means quickly recite, Amitofo, 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 like that.
那么法师去看这个病人的时候，安慰这个病人说，不要害怕，医生会照顾你。那么不久之后，这个病人突然间有了一些紧急的情况，那么眼睛也开始翻白了。那么法师赶快到这个病人的身边，不断的轻轻的抚摸他的胸部，因为心脏有问题，然后在他的耳边告诉他说，赶快念佛号，赶快念佛号。
So as I was talking to her like that, she passed on. So at that moment, my mind asked this question, what goes? I remember when I read the sutta, we always read, we have to always be mindful with our thoughts, speech and bodily action. Although I learned, I studied sutta, I can remember that, but I still couldn't really understand what it really means. Until when my friend passed away, when I asked the question, what goes? The thought comes, karma. Now what is this? Thought action, speech action, bodily action. Then I understood. Yeah. So these are the things that we do. Yeah. These are the things that will follow. These are the things that will go. Come, go, come, go. And for me, that incident actually tell me, what I miss her most is not because of, I understand that everyone have to die one day. But I remember before that, a few months before that, I brought her to a Vesak celebration and there's a Dhamma talk. And after the Dhamma talk, I asked her, what do you learn from that? And she answered me, only one simple phrase. She said, in Chinese, 要修不要求. So to me is that she just learned the Dhamma and she has to go so fast, so quickly. I wish I can actually, give her more Dhamma or encourage her more. Yeah. So quickly. She just got to know the Dhamma and she has to go already. Yeah. And this is where then when the song I mentioned to you, the three messenger, are we awakened by that? Or are we still in dreamland? Yeah.
那么当这位病人死亡的时候，发生的非常的迅速。那么法师当时就想，这个朋友呢已经离开了，是什么离开了呢？他问这个问题，什么离开了？那么在他脑海里面就想起是业跟着离开的是业 那么在这个病人临死之前的几个月前法师带了这位朋友、这位同事去参加一个卫塞的庆典，卫塞节的庆典，也听了一个讲座。那么听了那个讲座过后，法师问这位同事说：“你学到了什么？这个讲座？”那么这位同事说：“要修不要求要修不要求。”那么当这个同事去世了过后，法师说他如果能够尽量多的告诉这位佛友佛法，那是多么的好，可是已经来不及了。那么这是个很现实的一个死者死亡的死者带给我们这个死亡的信息。问题是我们能够认识他吗？